Hello everyone, and welcome to English 111 College Rhetoric. This course, as you know, runs for 15 weeks and is conducted completely online. I'm your instructor, Stephanie Wilhelm, and in today's video lecture, I'll just be walking you through some of the basics of our course and how to negotiate our Blackboard site. As this is an online course, you will be required to have regular access to a computer, high-speed internet, a webcam, and a microphone. You will also be required to have an above-average facility with Blackboard, i.e. you should know how to navigate the platform, how to post assignments through SafeAssigned, send email, and the like. Please keep in mind that this course is not about teaching to the technology. You are expected to have these skills prior to registering for an online course. Now, I know a lot of you are tempted to register for online courses because they fit your schedules more easily than face-to-face courses. However, you should keep in mind that online courses are often more difficult, not less, than face-to-face classes. They differ from face-to-face classes in two important ways. The first one is that the burden of understanding and completing assignments falls on the student, not the instructor. You should feel comfortable with a little bit of ambiguity, and of course you should also be self-motivated. That is, you have to arrange your schedule and make sure you are completing assignments on time, as there will not be this face-to-face component to push you to do so. And again, you should also expect to spend more, not less, time completing assignments for online classes. So to the left of the screen, you'll see several dials, and each of these dials contain very important information. The first one is the course information folder, which I'll take you through in a moment. This folder contains information about our course objectives, our syllabus, and of course the class policies. The faculty contact dial has my information in it, how you can contact me, and various ways in which you can contact me. Our course content will have different folders in it. Each folder will correspond not only to the theme of that particular unit, but also to each week's expectations and assignments. In these various folders, you will find lectures, reading material links, and suggestions and assignments for each week. They're all included in their respective folders. Discussion board will be there to post your responses to various threads that I create for each week. You want to make sure that you comment on one of your classmates' postings on a different day than your initial posting. All discussion board responses should be 200 words each. That is, your initial posting to the thread will be 200 words, and then, again, on a different day, you will post a 200-word response to a peer. Under Tools, you will find ways to contact me, especially regarding email. If you have a personal concern, you may send it to me using the email tool. My Grades is the section where you will find, of course, your grades. All your assignments that are graded will be seen here. When you submit, an exclamation will be seen in place of the grades. When I grade the work, you'll see the grades along with my comments or feedback on your work. So let me just take you through these things really quickly. So here's faculty contact. Here is my email address, and here is my phone number. Please do not call after 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course avail yourselves of this method if there's an emergency or a dire question that needs answering. Also, I have a physical office, which is 320B French Hall. I recommend that you make an appointment with me to make sure that I'm in my office when you'd like to see me. As this is an online course, I also have several ways to communicate with you via the internet. Here you'll see my Skype handle, which is stephanie.wilhelm, all lowercase, 76. And I also have a Google Plus handle, which is stephaniewilhelm983 at gmail.com. So these are other really convenient ways for us to meet up if physical meeting is not possible. Here is the course information. Now, the most important thing you'll find under here is our syllabus. So here you'll click on our syllabus and it'll come up. And this is also a good time to remind all of you that whatever work you submit for this class should have a docx file extension or be a shareable Google Doc, which is of course a free platform as well. Rich text files and any other format will not be accepted. So please make sure that you are using these particular word processes. So here's our syllabus. Again, there's my information. Please allow for 24 hours for an email response, though I am much faster usually than that. If you want to see me again physically, we can make an appointment to meet in my office. The text we'll be using, which is available at the bookstore in the U Mall, is Lynn Bloom's The Essay Connection, Readings for Writers. This is the 10th edition, so all of our readings will be out of this particular book, so make sure that you get it as soon as possible. We also have a first-year writing program survival kit, which is available online, which again outlines course expectations not only for our English 111 and 112 classes, but also what you can expect as a college student. We have access to the Writing Center, though it's been moved around because of construction as of late, but this is their website address, and here you can use the Writing Center to get feedback on any of your papers. Please take careful note of the university's plagiarism policy and some of the examples of what plagiarism are. I would hate to see any of you fail an assignment or the course due to not understanding what constitutes plagiarism, so please make sure you read that over very carefully. Your final grade in the course will be determined by the successful execution of several projects. We will have weekly discussion board prompts, as I mentioned, a 200-word initial posting by you on one day, and then a 200-word response to appear on a second day. We also will have reading responses, which will correspond to various pieces that you will have to read every week. And then we have several shorter and longer papers, the directions for which will be forthcoming as they present themselves. We have a total points available of 1,000, and this is our grading scale. Here you will see our schedule. All weekly assignments will be due by 11:59 p.m. on Sundays, unless otherwise stated. And you'll see that our course is broken down into several thematic issues. The first 2 weeks of our course will focus on communication, writing, and social media. And here you'll get pretty used to the routine. You will have every week a lecture to view. You will have a discussion board prompts to post. You will have readings to do, and you will have reading questions to answer. That coupled with various longer-term assignments. So again, just scrolling down, you'll see how the course is broken down into our syllabus. Now, how that features in our course content will also be pretty easy to negotiate. So you'll see here, each of the themes are clearly divided by folders, and you'll see which weeks are in which of these thematic structures. So here we are in Part 1, Communication, Writing, and Social Media. This will take up the first 2 weeks of our class. So here you'll just click on Week 1, which is what we're in, and you'll see each week divided into what you need to do. I'll always have remember tos here. You can use it as a checklist to make sure that you are keeping track of what you need to do. Please note here that along with reading and writing assignments for this week, your discussion board post will have to do with you creating an introduction video of yourself. This video will be very brief. It doesn't have to be more than 3 to 5 minutes. And all it is just basically you telling the class a little bit about yourself. It can be difficult in online classes to feel connected because, again, we don't have that physical space that we're holding. Rather, we have the sort of ether of the internet, as it were. So we will have various small projects involving cameras and videos and whatnot, just to stay connected. So please make sure that you post your introduction video to discussion board, and that you post a response to a peers video by 11:59 p.m. on the 12th of January. Here I also have a list of some free presentation software for those of you who are either bored with PowerPoint or don't have some of the fancier stuff like I do in terms of Camtasia. And again, you'll want to check and make sure that your various videos, whether you're using Windows Media or I know Vimeo is a popular one. There's a lot of free ones out there. Make sure that you can post it. If you do have difficulties posting a video, you may want to compress it so that its memory doesn't take up too much of Blackboard's platform. Blackboard can be a little bit stinky sometimes with regards to that. So that's course content. And here you'll see discussion board. I already have a general questions forum up here. Please make sure that if you have any questions regarding any of our projects or any of the course objectives or anything like that, that you post them in general questions. Here, please make sure that you title each of your questions or threads appropriately, i.e. if your question is about our literacy narrative project, please title your post Literacy Narrative, and make sure that you read all posts pertaining to your topic before you post. This cuts down on some of the redundancy. Please do not use this space to ask questions of a personal nature, like anything having to do with your grades. Those should be emailed to me directly. And here you'll also see our first discussion board forum where you'll be posting your brief introduction videos. And again, the link for that is under this week's content as well. Here you'll see tools. Tools is where you can find the quickest way to send an email to me or any of your classmates. You can use the all users if you want me and all of your classmates to receive an email from you. Say you have a general question from everybody. You can use all groups to select certain people to ask a question of. All student users excludes me, so if you want to, I don't know, say gripe about the instructor, you may not want me in on that email. Now, if you just have a question for me, you can just check on all instructor users, and that will immediately go to me. So that is that. My grades will not show up for me since I'm the instructor, and I do not have grades for this class. But that is it. That is that. So please make sure you get your books, that you get set up creating your video introduction, and that you start off this new semester, this new year, and of course our new class on the right foot. Please feel free to ask questions. If anything comes up, I am here for you. I'm only interested in your success. So if anything ever comes up, if you have a problem, anxiety, whatever, please make contact so that I can help you. Other than that, I will see you all in our course. And again, welcome to English 111.